Good morning. Adam, our worship coordinator, is out of town this week, and I'm Margaret, and I'll just be serving as the worship leader. And we are having our annual after Christmas holiday hymns and maybe some poetry and just a little short, more simple service, a time to be together. And whether you are a member, friend, relative, or visitor, we're delighted that you're here with us today. And I'll just take a moment to read our words of welcome. As we gather today, we remind ourselves of the example of Jesus, who welcomed children and adults, the popular and the overlooked, the questioning and the confident. God's doors are open to all. We welcome you to the worship and fellowship of this congregation, whether you are young or old or in between, whatever your history or background, whether your faith is an old friend or you're filled with doubts or questions, whatever your sexual orientation, gender identity, or expression, whatever your color, culture, or nationality, whatever the size and shape of your family, whether you're here in person or joining us online, you are all welcome here. As beloved people of God, we gather for worship and to share in life together. All are welcome here. Now I see that it says opening hymn. Margaret or Phil, choose. I just see that. Jessica, would you like to choose the opening hymn? What do you feel like playing for the very first hymn?
Well, I have a suggestion. 154.
On the green? Are you on the green?
I'm in the black one.
It's black. 154. Sorry, I was caught by surprise by that. Go tell it on the mountain. Woohoo! That's a good one to get us going. Are we doing 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Your turn.
Doing,
Do 2.
2 verses. Go tell it on the mountain, 154.
okay, coming right up.
Would you like to stand? If you'd like to stand, if you're able. Share signs of that peace among us. Hello? Yeah, it's good. Now is the time, as a congregation, we come together to pray with and for each other. I invite you to share any joys or sorrows that you would like to raise up in collective prayer. raise your hand and I can bring the mic. And after each prayer, Phil will lead us in the response. Okay.
So we'll use the following sung response. I'll demonstrate it once and then we'll practice. You can sing it with me after that. God of mercy, hold us in love. God of mercy, hold us in love.
So I invite anyone that would like to raise up prayers, please, to share.
Pray for a safe journey for all those that are traveling by plane, car, taxi, or rented car, or bus, or train, or whatever they're doing. And if they're home, God bless them. And if they're still traveling, hopefully they'll have a safe journey.
Prayers for safe travel.
I am struggling today because I was not able to travel like I expected to see my family, so I'm really missing them today.
Prayers for missing our families. I can bring forth a prayer that Marilyn would give us while everybody's still thinking, and prayers for all those who can't be with us today. Know that we love them and hold them up in our hearts.
I'd like a prayer for my newest grandchild, my daughter.
Prayers for a new grandchild.
Just a simple prayer for peace throughout the whole world in all the conflict zones and wherever they may be.
Prayers for peace. Anything else that anyone would like to raise up? So we can just end one more time.
Yeah, so one more time. Mercy, hold us in love.
We join all of the prayers that were shared here today with those that were not spoken but are still held in our thoughts and hearts. Please join me in the prayer that Jesus taught us to pray using whatever words are meaningful to you. O God, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Let us not fall into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For yours is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Carol is going to share scripture with us.
Good morning. The scripture this morning is Psalms 95, 1 to 2. Come, let us sing for the joy to the Lord. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before him with thanksgiving and extol him with music and song.
First, and Boyd has offered to kick off our poetry here with a poem. And we can intersperse the poems with the songs. But Boyd, would you like to come and share a poem with us, please?
I'm probably the last one you would expect poetry out of, as I have a certain amount of disdain for poetry. But I think you'll like this poem. I've heard it ever since I was a little kid, and you may have heard it too. I think as I say the first line, you will instantly recognize the poem. I enjoy it, and it's appropriate for this time of year. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in the hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to the objects below. What to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the wall, to the top of the porch. Now dash away all. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew, and the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each tiny hoof. I drew in my head and was turning around. Down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, and then turned with a jerk, laying a finger aside his nose and giving a nod. Up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all good night. I like that poem. I always will, but I'm not much into poetry.
deer run free, as snow melts beneath their feet, Christmas lights twinkle in the night. I hear the call of the owl, the cardinal, the sparrow. Their song is one of confusion. Where are the children tunneling in the snow? Where is the laughter, the smiles, the song of winter? What should we do? What can we do when it's almost gone?
Nicely done, thank you. Original poetry. I love it. Would anyone else like to share a poem before we do a few songs, and then we can go back to poetry again? Thank you, Holly.
Well, maybe I should save it out of that.
Would you like this or this?
Are there more
No.
for later?
I mean,
I'll do one.
Okay.
Okay.
we're pretty relaxed on here.
All right, I received a book of Mary Oliver's poetry for Christmas. So this one's new to me. It's called Snowy Night. Last night, an owl in the blue dark tossed an indeterminate number of carefully shaped sounds into the world, in which, a quarter of a mile away, I happened to be standing. I couldn't tell which one it was, the bard or the great horned ship of the air. It was that distant. But anyway, aren't there moments that are better than knowing something and sweeter? Snow was falling, so much like stars filling the dark trees, that one could easily imagine its reason for being was nothing more than prettiness. I suppose if this were someone else's story, they would have insisted on knowing whatever is knowable, would have hurried over the fields to name it, the owl I mean. But it's mine, this poem of the night, and I just stood there, listening and holding out my hands to the soft glitter falling through the air. I love this world, but not for its answers. And I wish good luck to the owl, whatever its name. And I wish great welcome to the snow, whatever its severe and comfortless and beautiful meaning.
We can take a break with some songs and then come back to some more poems. Does that sound all right? So we're looking for some requests. And we thought we'd do 2 verses and let us know. We put out the red pilgrim hymnals in each pew because the words are actually more familiar to some of us in those hymns than in those hymnals than in the black ones. But if you just let us know which hymnal you're requesting from and the number, and then we can do 2 verses or whichever verses you choose. So Catherine, I think I saw your hand up.
Yes, 148 in the black hymnal.
148 in the black hymnal. First 2 verses. 148 in the black. What child is this? The first 2 verses.
Child
Okay, switch over to the red, please. Number 143. We Three Kings of Orient are. First two verses?
Yep.
Okay, verses 1 and 2, We Three Kings of Orient are. She's amazing that she can play any single hymn that we pull up, is what I say. Holly,
128 in the red,
stay in the red hymnal.
in the bleak midwinter.
And 128 in the bleak midwinter.
First and last.
First and last, 1 and 4. And Tim managed to travel back from Georgia. Yay! Red hymnal, 125, Good Christian Folk Rejoice. Should we do 1 and 2 or 1 and 3?
1 and 2.
1 and 2, please, of Good Christian Folks Rejoice. Yes, please.
251 in the red hymnal.
Red hymnal 251. Holy, holy, holy. Should we do the first two? Okay, first two verses of Holy, Holy, Holy on 251. No. Is that in the red one?
Yeah,
130. In the red hymnal, Joy to the World. Should we do 1 and 3?
Sure.
Okay. Verses 1 and 3, 130.
Thank
to a couple of poems, and maybe a couple more songs. I'd like to come up to the mic. Thank you.
This is called I Am Running Into a New Year by Lucille Clifton. I am running into a new year, and the old years blow back like a wind that I catch in my hair, like strong fingers, like all my old promises, and it will be hard to let go of what I said to myself about myself when I was 16 and 26 and 36, even 36. But I'm running into a new year, and I beg what I love and I leave to forgive me.
Should we have another poem before we sing again? Yeah? Would you like to read another poem, Boyd?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Again, for the non-poet.
This is very personal to me because it came to me in a letter in 1943. Most of you weren't even a gleam in your father's eye in 1943, but it was on the occasion of my 7th birthday. And it's a letter, I have a letter, that came from my brother. He was a freshman in med school at AWU at that time, and thought enough to write this letter to me for my 7th birthday. I'll read the whole letter. There's a line at the beginning and a line at the end that is part of the letter, but the bulk of it is the poem that I want to read to you. Dear Boyd, hope that you have a very happy birthday today and that you don't get spanked too much. Read a poem by Edgar A. Gust and thought I would send it along to you. And the poem is entitled, Couldn't Live Without You. You're just a little fella with a lot of funny ways, just 4'6" of mischief, set with eyes that fairly blaze. You're always up to something with those busy hands of yours, and you leave a trail of ruin on the walls and on the doors. I wonder as I watch you and your curious tricks I see, whatever is the reason that you mean so much to me. You're just a chubby rascal with a grin upon your face, just 7 years of gladness and a hard and trying case. You think the world's your playground, and all you say and do, you fancy everybody ought to bow and scrape to you. Dull care's a thing you laugh at, just as though it'll never be. So I wonder, little fellow, why you mean so much to me. Your face is dirt. Your face is smeared with candy, or perhaps it's only dirt. And it's really most alarming how you tear your little shirt. But I have to smile upon you, and with all your willful ways, I'm certain that I need you round about me all my days. Yes, I got to have you with me, for it's come to be that I couldn't live without you, for you're all the world to me. And he finishes, now try and be a good boy part of the time, and don't cause your ma and pa too much trouble. Happy birthday from Walter.
Thank you. Any other poems? No? Okay, should we have a couple more songs before we begin?
Well, I've got one.
Okay, Bill has
Say
requested.
anyone else first?
Red or black?
Shoot.
Okay, mine is Black Hymnal 138. And
Yep, you stand at the microphone.
I am going to request 3 first verse and the last verse are kind of the intro and the conclusion. So I feel like we have to do at least one verse with an animal's action. So I request 1, 2, and 6.
What number again?
Black 138. Black hymnal
1, 2, and 6.
number 130. 138. You may have, Jessica will play it all the way through once. Some of us will recognize the tune, but others will. Okay.
Bridget?
Number 8 in the red hymnal, and I don't know how many verses are left.
Number 8, joyful, joyful, we adore thee. Do you want to do 1 and 4 or 1 and 2? 1 and 2. Holly says 1 and 2. Bridget, do you have Bridget to do? Okay, 1 and 2 of number 8. Red hymnal. Anybody that hasn't requested, we can do a couple more. So, Holly, go ahead, because I don't see any other hands up.
Well, I have two choices. Morning has broken or the first Noel. First Noel. First Noel.
And that is in the red.
Yeah, sorry, 141 is first Noel.
141 in the red, the first Noel.
I think the first two.
The first two verses 141. Oh, Holy Night, that would be a nice one to end on. It should be in both of them. Oh, it should be. That's not either one. Okay. Yeah. 122, Anna says, for our last hymn, unless anyone else has another. 122, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Red hymnal 122. Can we do 1 and 4? 1 and 4? Okay. Want to stand up for the last hymn? Stretch your lungs a bit? If you feel like it. 1 and 4, 122. Verses 1 and 4. Considering our response, if any of you would like to leave financial gift in the plate at the back or online is always available. And we'll give you time to just relax and enjoy a musical reflection from Jessica.
And a very different interpretation of
A very different interpretation of
this carol.
this carol, she says. Thank you for the gift of music, and thank you all for the many gifts of your presence and the love and the community that you bring to this place. Just a few announcements that I can highlight, and that is next week, Melissa Bills will be here, and there will be communion, and Norma Jean and Daryl will be spearheading the taking down of the greens after the service, and so if anyone can stay and help them pack things up, they would appreciate volunteers that can stay after the service. There will not be Soup Sunday next week. There will be fellowship, but the Soup Sunday's been postponed until the last Sunday of January before our annual meeting. And today we don't have fellowship organized because everyone's been cooking for Christmas, and also the storm is coming, so we want everyone to get home safely. But feel free to stay and chat, but we're not organizing any refreshments today. More announcements from the congregation?
I think I'm going to talk about this next week as well, and Adam talked about it last week. But I'm Anna Peterson. I'm in the history department at Luther, and I am co-teaching a course on social justice and Buddhism with a focus on food justice this January. And as a part of the course, our students are partnering with the Decorah Zen Center and UCC to sponsor the Decorah Community Meal in January. And UCC's contribution is to make desserts. And so if anyone would like to support that effort, there's a sign-up sheet at the back. It's full. Oh, Adam wanted me to talk about it. So never mind, you've all been very good. Gold stars for everyone. If you want to make me a dessert, you can. More information about that will be forthcoming about where to bring them and when. But it's going to be at Decorah Lutheran, so I think we'll have you drop them off January 8th. But thank you for signing up.
And if you haven't been to the community meal, the entire community is always welcome, and it's a nice gathering. And different organizations provide the side dishes to the meal every month. It's always the first Thursday, except for this one because it's New Year's on the first Thursday. So it'll be January 8th, the community meal. And are there other announcements from the congregation that we might have forgotten?
Just you're mentioning the weather. They've added Wenatchee County to the blizzard warning for this evening, so take it seriously, folks. Tonight, it's really going to be ugly outside later on tonight.
And Tim, we're really grateful that you caught a late night flight last night. He was supposed to fly tonight, and then he quickly changed it when he saw the blizzard warning from Minneapolis.
You guys don't want to know how warm it was in Atlanta yesterday. You also don't want to know how foggy it was last night between the cities and here.
Deb?
There's no food. There is food.
Did somebody prepare fellowship today?
Yeah, Catherine has it all laid out.
Oh, she did. Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
That's okay, so please come.
Okay, I take that back. There are coffee and refreshments in the center today that Catherine has prepared. And thank you to Catherine and to our fellowship team that managed to wrangle volunteers to provide us treats after church. So please come downstairs and have a cup of coffee and chat, because it's not going to turn snowy until mid-afternoon, so you've got time. So we're going to sing each other out. Phil will help us with that, and then Jan is going to read a poem as our benediction.
Okay, so we're going to sing Dona Nobis Pacem. There's no music out for anyone. We're just going to do it several times through. Sing whatever part you want at any time. If you don't know it, just listen and enjoy the harmonies. I'm not sure I remember. Do you have it? It doesn't matter, really. Okay, is that for me? You good? Okay. Here we go. Dona
When the song of the angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, when the shepherds are back in their fields, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among the people, and to make music in the heart. Go forth in this world and bring peace.
upstairs for fellowship.